Hi guys, this is Tommie Earl Jenkins and welcome to another installment of Joy to the Word. Today I will be reading from the play Antigone, which was a Greek tragedy written by Sophoocles around 442 BCE, before the Common Era. It deals with Eteocles and Polynices, and they were the nephews of Creon and also the brothers to Antigone. They shared the throne of Thebes. Now, Creon eventually inherits this throne by default after a very long civil war between the two brothers. Eteocles died defending the city-state of Thebes, and Polynices, on the other hand, dies trying to usurp the power from his brother. Creon notices all of this and basically ensures that the fallen Eteocles is going to be granted a hero's funeral, complete with full honors. He decrees that the traitorous Polynices, on the other hand, is going to be left to rot in the wilderness as punishment for turning against the city. Antigone, their sister, hearing this, refuses to abide by Creon's law and his decree, so she decides to secretly bury her brother Polynices. And this causes a big upset to Creon. He therefore decrees that she be buried alive in a tomb. And then later, after having a bit of change of heart, he decides to free her from this tomb, only to realize that she has actually taken her own life. So this speech is from Creon, from the play Antigone by Sophocles. Sirs, the vessel of our state, after being tossed on wild waves, hath once more been safely steadied by the gods. And ye, out of all the folk, have been called apart by my summons, because I knew, first of all, how true and constant was your reverence for the royal power of Laius. How again, when Oedipus was ruler of our land, and when he had perished, your steadfast loyalty still upheld their children. Since then, his sons have fallen in one day by a twofold doom, each smitten by the other, each stained with a brother's blood. I now possess the throne and all its powers by nearness of kinship to the dead. No man can be fully known in soul and spirit and mind until he hath been seen versed in rule and law-giving. For if any, being supreme guide of the state, cleaves not to the best counsels, but through some fear keeps his lips locked, I hold and have ever held him most base. And if any makes a friend of more account than his fatherland, that man hath no place in my regard. For I, be Zeus my witness, who sees all things always, would not be silent if I saw ruin instead of safety coming to the citizens. Nor would I ever deem the country's foe a friend to myself. Now, remembering this, that our country is the ship that bears us safe, and that only while she prospers in our voyage can we make true friends. Such are the rules by which I guard this city's greatness. And in accord with them is the edict which I have now published to the folk touching the sons of Oedipus, that Eteocles, who hath fallen fighting for our city, in all renown of arms, shall be entombed and crowned with every right that follows the noblest dead to their rest. But for his brother, Polynices, who came back from exile and sought to consume utterly with fire the city of his fathers and the shrines of his fathers' gods, sought to taste of kindred blood and to lead the remnant into slavery. Touching this man, it hath been proclaimed to our people that none shall grace him with sepulture or lament, but leave him unburied, a corpse for birds and dogs to eat. A ghastly sight of shame. And that was the speech from Creon, from Antigone by Sophocles. Now, if you've enjoyed watching and listening, please leave a comment below and hit subscribe. And I will see you the next time on the next installment of Joy to the Word. Until then, stay strong and go get those blessings.